How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Clete Roberts speaking. This is the state of Washington. This, roughly, is Montana. This is Canada. Tonight I'm going to take you to a small town in Canada, just north of Montana, that is the main distribution center for an area a good deal larger than Great Britain, an area that incidentally is populated by only 80,000 people. And yet this same area has the richness and the potentiality that would make it possible for it to absorb a good deal of the population of the British Isles. This is Clete Roberts. I'm reporting from the town of Grande Prairie in Alberta, Canada. This is up in the area that is called by many the last frontier, at least in Canada. In the next few minutes, I'm going to attempt to show you what makes this great farming area of the Peace River country and its main distribution center, which is this town. I'm going to show you what makes it tick. You know, the first time I came up here, the first thing that impressed me was this. I stepped in it, and I slid around in it, and I splashed around in it. The first thing that impressed me was the mud. But there are different opinions about this kind of soil. For example, here with me is farmer Percy Klubine, who's been in this region for 41 years.
You've got to have mud if you want to have crops.
Well, Mr. Klubine, what are the outstanding farm products of this region?
Oh, I would say grasses and clovers. Possibly there is others who would say oats, wheat, and barley. They're all grown here.
What about the registered and certified grains? Do they come from this region?
There's a great deal of registered and certified grain grown here. But personally, I've been growing registered grain since 1928.
I've heard that some of the prize-winning grains come from this area also.
Yes. Herman Trulli took the prize. I can't tell you exactly now, but for several years he took for both oats and wheat.
Where was this, in Chicago? Or?
In Chicago and Toronto.
Mr. Klubine, it's my understanding that this Peace River region, which is roughly equivalent in size to the entire state of Michigan, contains 16 million arable acres, of which only 3 million are under cultivation. Now, why aren't more people breaking this soil? Why aren't more people farming up here?
Well, the farmers up here have to earn in order to break this land. And they don't borrow money to do that.
Thank you, Mr. Klubine. This, ladies and gentlemen, I should say these have been a few points about this Peace River region, perhaps one of the most northernmost farming areas in the world, and certainly one of the few areas in which people broke the soil and started farming within the last 50 years.